are on a 2012 Shelby GT500. This is actually my first time driving a newer Shelby. Actually, I don't think I've driven a Shelby at all. A good friend of mine, 𝘠𝘪𝘯𝘀, has let me experience this bad guy. Has been gracious enough to let me drive it. Oh, it sounds so good. This car has a Trinity blower swap from the 1314s. It's pushing about 16 pounds of boost, and it makes about 720-ish to the wheel. I think he said it dynoed 726. Oh, it sounds so good. I hear that sound tube. This car here, in my opinion, was like the car that sent off the legend that was Carroll Shelby. And in my opinion, you know, SVT and Shelby, they both did a fantastic job making this car, and they reached new heights with it as well. But they didn't just want to make a cool street car, they wanted to make a car that you could go buy and do 200 mile an hour with, which, why does the populace need to be able to do 200 mile an hour in a, you know, off the showroom car? I don't know, but they said, you know, we're gonna do it anyways.
I just want to correct myself really fast. The reason Ford and Shelby made this car have the, you know, capabilities to go 200 mile an hour from the dealer is because this car wasn't just meant, you know, for grandpa to take to, you know, cars and coffee. This was a car that was bred for racing. You know, this was, in my opinion, the beginning of a decade long of just Shelby releasing these race cars, you know, cars that not only goes in a straight line pretty good, but at corners, at turns, feel nice and planted while you're doing it. It's definitely a fantastic driving experience.
This car is actually a performance package car, so it has the 373 gears in it. So with the 726, I'm excited to see how it does. It moves very well. If you guys are new to my channel, you know me and my family really specialize in the 0304 Cobras and just the older Mustangs in general. So hopping out of my car, which I drove about, you know, 40 miles to come here and meet 𝘠𝘪𝘀, and hopping in this, it's like I'm really melting in the seat right now. And you know, I know the older Mustangs, they sound really good, but like, you just can't beat that sound. All right, we're gonna try second. He says it's butter, but we'll see. It's like a whole different animal. When you get on it in this car, it just keeps pulling. It keeps going. Yeah, it wants to go faster. Yeah. It wants to go faster. We're gonna try this again. To a corner there, and I gotta tell you, I went to that corner going a little hot, but I went in with full confidence. This thing it didn't give me any kind of sense of nervousness. This car makes 726 to the wheel and like 731 torque. This thing's a monster. It's got all the power that you probably would ever want, and it's like, we put the windows up, and dude, it's like a Cadillac. The fact that you get that kind of a performance out of a car, that you can just throw the windows up and just drive, it really shows you how far, you know, Ford, Shelby, SVT, all these different entities have come along the years. And again, I drive the Terminators, and the Terminator, they made that car go, but it's still on a Fox body chassis in the day, and it's really cool to see what they could do with a newer style car and also making it quick. Feels great. car that makes 720 horsepower. All right, guys, afterthoughts. Growing up with these 2012, 11 to 14, I guess you could say, GT500 starting to take over the streets. I kind of saw them, like there was a lot of them back like a good decade ago, and I was like, man, what's all the fuss about? But now I can see what all the rage was about. It's comfortable. This thing rides amazing. I love the feel of the steering wheel. This like nice suede material here. I feel like I'm very, very connected to the road. And with that Trinity blower in there, I mean, that's a factory blower from the newer GT500s. You put one of those on here, some injectors, and 726 horsepower? And the AC blows cold, rides like a Cadillac, looks amazing. These cars are just delicious looking. If you like the content, guys, go show some love. And if you're new here and you like what you see, go and hit the subscribe button. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and return the keys back to Javier because he's probably extremely nervous still. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.